Hi guys, it's me, Reggie. So today we're gonna try to cook hopia. So what I did was what do you call this? I put water. I washed the mungo first. First you have to choose peeled or split mungo that you can buy from your local supermarket, and you would need to soak them for minimum 1 hour in 2 cups of water. Well, the weight of the mungo should be at least 400 grams. I prefer to soak them in water for 24 hours, so they would be easy to cook. So right now what we're doing is we would boil them. You have to watch the fire because the water might overflow. Then you're stirring occasionally. Okay guys, so once the mungo is cooked or softened, what we need to do now is transfer it to the blender, and we would need to mix it with condensed milk. I will be using rainbow, and puree it until it's mixed well. So we're gonna do that now. So here guys, I transferred half of the mungo, softened mungo or cooked mungo, to the blender, and I would need to mix it with the condensed milk and puree it, as I mentioned a while ago. This time around I would put some water so it mixes properly, blending them together. So we'll put half of the condensed, and we'll put a little bit of water. There you go. So right now I put back the blended mungo with the condensed milk. I mixed it with 3 tablespoons of butter, and I added a little bit more of condensed milk just to sweeten the taste, because I prepared it a little bit sweet, and one half cup of granulated sugar. So you're just continuously mixing it now until everything is mixed together properly. And once it's cooked, set it aside and allow it to cool. So right now we have fully cooked our filling, the mungo filling. Nice. So what we need to do is set this aside. We'll keep it here and let it cool. There you go. So now we'll prepare our dough mix. Okay guys, now we will need to prepare our dough mix. In this video you will see 2 types of dough. One is we will make the dough one first, then the dough 2 later. And what's the purpose of dough too is that it's gonna serve as the inner part of the dough, and that would give the texture to hopia dough. It's a bit crunchy in the inside, so we're gonna need all-purpose flour, and we're gonna need 1/4 of granulated sugar. We need lard, but since lard is not available here in the part of the UAE, most part of the UAE, especially in Sharjah, we will need to use butter as a substitute to lard. 1/2 cup of water, 1/4 of sugar, salt, and we're gonna mix them all, and I'll show you later. So we'll prepare our working area. We're gonna put paper or plastic here, and there we will mix our dough number 1. So we begin to mix all the ingredients in our mixing, what do you call this?
Mixing bowl?
Yeah. We need 2.5 cup of all-purpose flour.
I have already 1 cup
Yeah.
here.
So
And
yeah, first combine flour, sugar, and salt. Then we
Next.
need to mix
salt. Okay. Next.
You have to mix it first. By the way, this is my beautiful wife. You need to have mix the lard or the butter.
The butter.
Half.
Half of this.
Yeah. You need to use your hand. Yeah, half of it. Oh, that's enough. Then your hands. See, it doesn't. So when it's all mixed, all well mixed,
Wait.
you have to combine the rest of the lard, or I mean butter. When all the butter and flour is well combined or mixed, you need to put the water mix here. So now we need to mix it properly to form
A dough.
a dough. Form it into a bowl and set it aside. Yeah. Form a bowl and set it aside. So now we have the dough number 1 ready, shaped into a ball. We would need to set it aside and work on dough number 2. So let's start by mixing all the ingredients. So here we're gonna mix 1.5 cup of flour with 1/2 cup of butter,
Do we have
or lard. You can use lard as well.
Do we have to?
Yeah, mix it well until it forms like wet sand. Yeah, mix it in to prepare the flat surface with the wax paper with the dough number 1 ready to be flattened. So now we have the second dough ready. It's time for the first dough to be flattened. So make sure it's flattened. Ideally, has to be 1/4 inch thick. So I'm gonna continuously flatten the dough until it's fully spread out. This is nice. This is a nice roller we just bought last night.
Where? In Brands for Less.
Is it? Was it?
Yes. Okay, go.
So we just finished flattening the dough number 1 and it's ready to combine with dough number 2. So we spread it out on top of dough number 1.
What's that for?
Yeah, it will serve as the inner part of the dough that will give a crispy texture inside the Hopia Munggo. Do you have the spatula?
Okay.
So you can use a spatula or a spoon to flatten the second dough on top of dough number 1. Make sure to spread it out evenly. So that will give a nice even texture, or nice even texture to the dough once we roll it out and make a log. So in Tagalog, iro-rolyo po natin siya. So now we had spread it out properly. It's time for the dough to be rolled like a log. So you have to pick the edge and gently roll it out, or i-rolyo po natin siya ng dahan-dahan. Slowly but surely. Make sure that you already prepared the oven. Okay, that's nice. So what we're gonna do is to keep this in the fridge for about probably 5 to 10 minutes, or 10 minutes to be precise. And after that, it's ready to be cut into pieces. Yep. So now we have the dough chilled. It's ready to be cut.
Like this?
Cut it into 1/4 or 1/2 inch. So here's one of the dough that we have cut into pieces. We will put it in the plastic wrap that I cut. So just fold it like this and use a roller to spread it out even. In that way it will be flattened, so we can then put in the Mungo filling. There you go. So with the ice cream scooper, scoop in, here. So take the edges, each side, and close it. So you can pick the whole thing, squeeze it gently, and roll. Once it's done, You can use a cookie cutter, but since I don't have a cookie cutter, I can use any, round kind of container where we can put the dough and gently press it. In this way, we make sure that all our hopia are the same size. So there you go. Here, and put a little tap. There you go. Nice round hopia. So guys, here are the hopia.
Finished product.
We just line them up on this baking tray. What we need to do now is to scramble an egg and put it on top, brush it on top of the hopia so it will have a golden
And crispy.
crispy outside. Okay, so now we're gonna brush them with egg yolk on top. So now we have the hopia ready for baking. We're gonna bake them in a low to medium heat. Ideally, you should have already turned on the oven like 20 minutes ago or 10 minutes ago while you're making the hopia. We'll bake them for 20 minutes, or you can keep it at 25. And let's wait. So guys, here are the finished product. Here are the Hopia Munggo. So what I did exactly was to bake them for exactly 30 minutes. As I said 25 minutes a while ago, sorry. I meant to say 30 minutes. Then after 30 minutes, you have to flip them back, flip them over, so they will have a crispy crust on both sides. Bake the other side for another 10 to 15 minutes. So for me, I like it a little bit softer on the other side and crispy on the other side. And this is what I got. So thanks for watching. I'll enjoy this nice tasty mungo. Thank you. Bye.